Shalom. As always, all praises, honor, and glory goes out to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rukaha Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to you, brothers, pushing out the word in sincerity and truth. Also to the elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, man. So this lesson will be centered around the subject of being content, in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Understanding that everything on this planet Earth, in this world that we live in, comes from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, whether good or bad, right? And also to filter everything through the scriptures, man. I give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai at all times, because he controls Yahweh, or Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai, controls pretty much has that power over our destiny, because through him we have a chance at salvation. We have grace because he's that last sacrifice, that sacrificial lamb. So the point is that to always give reverence and honor and what's the word I'm looking for, respect. Acknowledge that all things come through Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Alright? So, let me get first precept here. I think at 13. Let me pull it up in the blue letter. Alright, Hebrews 13. Alright, let me read verse 5. So this is Hebrews chapter 13, verse 5. Let your conversation be without covetousness. Be content with such things as ye have, right? So whatever situation Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has you in, be content with it. Oftentimes, in the lives of all these different men in the truth, the men of the Lord will just give you enough to get by, just enough. Sometimes he gives you a little more. Sometimes he puts you in a better situation. Sometimes he has you in a low state, He's constantly refining us. He's constantly sharpening us and preparing us for us to come. It may not be easy because, different brothers deal with different things. Some, we all go through the same amount of hell. What may not be too much for a brother may be too much for other brothers. So at the end of the day, it's not about measuring, because it's all personality based as well. The Lord gives you whatever sorrow or, chastening that he is putting you through based on your spirit, right? But pretty much what I'm saying is be content with what he gives you, whatever he has you going through, whatever he gives you, food, enough money to travel, to point A to point B, to go to work and get back and still have food, if he clothes, whatever he gives you, be grateful for it, because we'll get into more precepts. So that's pretty much the point of what I'm trying to bring out. And it says, it reads, and be content with such things as ye have, for he has said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. Right, so Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is a power that constantly tries us, refines us, as I said, because we're like gold. Men of the Lord are more precious than gold, and what happens to gold? You refine gold, and the saying in the world, pressure makes diamonds. So Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai constantly puts us through, pressure, puts us through tough times, because he knows that we can take it, man, and that's how we're gonna get better, by the experiences that we go through, by leaning more on him and less on our flesh, on our thoughts, right? So I just wanted to get the word covetousness right here. Not loving money, not avaricious, right? So pretty much, you're not supposed to see a man with more money than you and be jealous of that, and envy that and want it for yourself. Understand that the Lord, He's the one that lifts up, right? He's the one that gives the money to people, because money ultimately can destroy you. The Lord will give you what you need when at the right time. If you're an individual that may not be able to manage a certain amount of money, the Lord is not going to give it to you. He'll just give you enough, and He will reward you with more at the right time, or whatever it is. And ultimately, man, like, screw this world. Like, it's nice to have money in this world and have things, but ultimately our mind is on the kingdom. We're supposed to be kingdom minded. Focus on the reward that's coming, right? But as it says, man, He will not leave you nor forsake you. So let me get a precept here in the First Samuel, right? So this is First Samuel chapter 2 and 7, and it reads, "The Lord Yahweh Shemashai maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up." Right? So He makes the rich man. Esau, Edom in this world is a rich man, a so-called rich man. Earth was given into his hands, but he's wicked, right? And then the Lord makes it poor because it's balanced. You can't have one without the other. But obviously our people are under the curses. So the poor of this world are the so-called Negros, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you Hispanic people, you scattered tribes, Israelite foreigners. You people are the poor of this earth, right? Because Yahweh Shemi Ashai chasteneth who He loves, right? Yes, you have sellouts of our people, and the Lord just rewards them like the wicked. He gives them over to their reprobate mind. He deceives them, and they worship money. Because what? The love of money is the root of all evil. Money itself is not evil. Money is a defense. You're supposed to use it to defend yourself, protect yourself, provide for yourself, buy food, buy clothes, put a roof over your head by means of rent, or you have brothers out there that may own houses or may live with parents or family, different situations, man. But money is supposed to be used for a righteous purpose, for a righteous reason, right? But people of this world, in 2/3, they have a love of money mindset. They worship money and what money can do, and not realizing that Yahweh Shemi Shai is the one that maketh poor and maketh rich. Just as quick as He can give it to you, He can take it away, right? Let me get what did I have here? Let me get, I think it's in 1 Timothy 6. Right, so this is 1 Timothy 6, verse 8. Let me start from 7. It says, "So for we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out." So just leave that connection to these carnal things, these physical things of this world, vehicles, houses, clothes, man, like those things profit nothing. When you leave this world, you're not gonna take that with you, man. It's really nothing. The Lord gives you that. You start how about Shemashai. The Lord doesn't have you in a situation with particular things or a particular lifestyle. So be it, because we have the truth at the end of the day. That's what we have. We should be content with the truth, and having Yahweh Shemashai as our strong tower, because let me continue, and it says having verse 8, "And having food and raiment, let us be there with content." Right? So we have food, we have dinner to come home to, or let's say there's a day you don't have food, But the Lord provides it the next day. Be content with that, man. As I said, He's constantly refining us and putting us through hard times and trials for a bigger picture, for to prepare us for what's coming, man. We're even though we have the truth, we're still under the curses too. So the Lord is gonna do what He's gonna do to to prepare us and make us, those rightful and perfect rulers, man. Everything is for a reason. So yeah, man, like Jacob is a plain man at the end of the day, dwelling in tents, man. Like Jake is cool. Like our spirit is naturally cool with just having food and shelter and clothing, and it gets us through. That's how Yahweh Shemel Shai has made our spirit, right? So content, the word content, to be possessed of unfailing strength, to be strong, to suffice, to be enough. So it's enough. It's just enough. Yahweh Shemel Shai will always give us just enough to get by. And that's just facts, man. You may have a demon on you that's very impatient, that impatient demon. You just want things to be better. Oh, damn, like I'm going through this. The fact of the matter is nobody is going through, in this truth, nobody's going necessarily through more than the next man, because everything is based on your personality. So we feel these things the same way. Some men may look at the situation my mind is going through, and yeah, that's true, and say, damn, I don't know how I would deal with that. But at the same time, there's things that individual might be dealing with or going through, and I might say the same thing, like, damn, I don't know how I would deal with that or how I would feel, So it's all the same, man. So it's just enough. Yahweh Shemel Shai gives us just enough, right? Let me continue again and read verse 8 again. And it says, and having food and raiment, let us be there with content. Verse 9, but they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts. Right, so money is a big distraction. Money has a big demon attached to it. You're going to be tempted to do certain things. It's going to, it can, and most times, it does stray you away from Yahweh Shemel Shai. Even just being too concerned how you're going to find money to do certain things. I myself found myself in a situation like that, right? It's got to leave it to Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. He lifts you up and He brings you down. He maketh rich, He maketh poor. He will provide and He will take away. Just know that He has the power. We don't have any power in our hand, Don't get too caught up on the bag. Yahweh Shemel Shai first, reverence Him, acknowledge that He has all the power, and then He'll put the Spirit on you to deal with yourself and do what you got to do, right? But the whole point is, man, like, just be content, right? Because you'll fall into many snares, as it says, and foolish and hurtful lusts, giving too much strength onto women with your money, stuff like that. Like, there's a balance to things. You gotta strike that balance and know that, hey, I gotta be careful and be circumspect. Like, be aware of what's happening, the spirits, what you're doing, the actions that you're taking, the things that you're doing, the things that you're giving your energy to with the money. As the scriptures say, man, same with money. Be users but not abusers. Don't do too much. Yeah, we like nice cars and stuff like that. We all, there's no Jake that wouldn't like a nice car. But the Lord will give you that when you're ready, or if you're supposed to receive that. If you're doing the right things in His eyes, if you're able to manage it first and foremost. Because not all men can manage certain things. And understanding that is a very important thing. Again, if you're content and you just have that mindset, that godly sincerity as well, it helps. You won't even be worrying about those things. The Spirit will be moving you. If you're supposed to get a vehicle, if you're supposed to get a bike, a bicycle, a car, a apartment, whatever it is, you just let the Lord lead your spirit to it. Right. So again, it says, Verse 9, but they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare. And a lot of those snares are women, man. As the scriptures say, their hearts are full of roughly, just trying to quote it to the best of my abilities. Their hearts are full of snares and nets, and they're speaking about women. Because most men, crash out for women, right? And into many foolish and hurtful lusts which drown men in destruction and perdition, right? So whoa, you don't want to be destroyed, man. Get that word, perdition. Destroying, perishing, ruin, destructions of money, destruction which consists of eternal misery in hell. Right, hell is a condition, man. So money can put you in a very, 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 very hell-like situation, man. Verse 10 reads, for the love of money is the root of all evil, which some coveted after they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows, because you stop believing in Yahweh Shemel Shai and actually realizing that he's the one that gave you the money. He's the one that put you in that situation. You start putting too much faith and trust in the money. You're thinking with a carnal mind and not a spiritual mind. First and foremost, man, I can't speak for other brothers, but if I get money, and the Lord knows this, I have the spirit where I like to give. I like to do things for brothers, and I'm sure many brothers are like that. That's the first thing, man. Yeah, then you take care of yourself, your immediate family. But the brothers, man, like, that's what I think about. I don't want all of this. I don't want all of it for myself. Right? So the Lord may use individuals like that has that type of mindset, gives them this so they can do this and do that, even if it's not much. Money in this time, man, it's supposed to serve you. You don't worship the money and serve it and put it on a pedestal like how men put women on a pedestal. Yahweh Shemel Shai is the one that's supposed to be up there. He's the one, they're the ones, through the spirit and power of their mercy and and blessing, they give you these different type of things, man. But it's just important to know, right? So let me see what else I have here. Right, so I'll read this one last. Let me get this. 7. I read from 7. So this is Ecclesiastes 7. It's chapter 3, verse 7. It says, okay, let me read from verse 6, and it says, a time to get. So it's pretty much saying there's a time, the context of this whole scripture is, there's a season and time for everything, different type of things. Verse 6 reads, a time to get, a time to lose, a time to keep, a time to cast away. So there's times where you're going to lose money. There's times you're going to lose a job. There's times you're going to get a job. There's times you're going to get money. But this is all coming from Yahweh Shemel Shai. And for me, that makes me content. And at peace with that, because I know Yahweh Shemel Shai has it under control. No matter how bad the situation is, no matter how good things are going, don't ever lose sight of that. For me, again, it gives me, and it should give brothers that peace to know that he has it under control. Verse 7 reads, a time to rend, a time to sow, a time to keep silence, a time to speak. A time to love, a time to hate, a time to war, and a time to peace. But the point in this one is, a time to lose, a time to keep, and also at the same time, there's a time to enjoy yourself, and there's time to just relax, And this is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 6, and it says, from whom the Yahweh Shemel Shai loveth, he chasteneth and scourgeth every son whom he receive. Right, so if he loves you and he receives you, he's going to beat you. He's going to put you through stuff. Let's get that word. What is Hebrews 12? but now close. Hebrews 12:6. So that word chasteneth, right? To train children, right? So we're his children and he's training us. And how does he do that? As it says, to be instructed or taught, to learn, to cause one to learn, to chastise, to correct. How does he correct you? By putting you through stuff, man. Putting you through things that make you feel a certain way, make you not feel good, make you not feel happy, make you suffer. To scourge. What does it mean to scourge? To burn, man. Like Yahweh Shem Yashai puts you through hell, man. Of a father punishing his sons, he punishes you, man. What does a parent do when his child is doing something or he's trying to teach his child a lesson in the right way? You might give them a few slaps, man, a few whips. Punish them, put them, take something away from them. Parents in this world do that. They might take away your phone for a month, or take away your ability to see your friends. Just different things that will affect you, but it's really to train you and let you make you a better person, make you stronger, make you understand certain things that you may not understand. Like understanding, in this case, understanding that Yahweh Shem Yahushai controls all things. Right? Verse 7 says, if ye endure a chastening, Yahweh Shem Yahushai dealeth with you as with sons. Right? So when you deal with it and you go through it, and he releases it, he stops chastening you. Let me say it like that. Then it means he's dealing with you, man. Because the ones that he loves, he does that for, man. For what son is he whom the father chasteneth not? Right? Because if you don't love your child, if you have a daughter or a son and you're not correcting them and punishing them for the wrong things that they're doing, do you really love them? No, because you just let them do whatever they want to do. Right? So there's a reason I have this picture here, because the Gadites, the Native Americans, the natives of all of the lands in America have a very content spirit. They're content with what Yahweh Shem Yahushai spiritually is giving them, man. Even though, we're all under the curses and they go off. They're content with shelter, with clothes, with food, right? As it says in 1 Timothy. So that's just the spirit I'm coming in, man. It's fear. That's all all of us are supposed to have that type of spirit, right? I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. But as always, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Kakodash. Shalom to you, brothers, man.